Good morning and welcome to Memorial Park Elementary School for the 24-25 school year. My name is Eric Rigsby. I'm the principal here at Memorial Park Elementary, and this is our assistant principal, Dr. Cammie Chanel. She's new for the 24-25 year. We're excited to have her, and we're going to cover some orientation items today to just get you familiar with the school year and hopefully answer some questions that you may have about the upcoming school year. First, we do want to welcome you and share a couple of beliefs that we have here at the school about our students and our staff and just our school culture in general. The first belief that we always share is that we do have very high expectations for our students, for our faculty, for our parents, and for our community. And you're going to see that throughout the year in a variety of ways. Our high expectations for students, we hold our students to a high level. We expect them to achieve, and we're going to push them to that, and we're going to push them to the extent of their ability that they have. For our faculty, we hold our faculty to a very high level, and we think as parents you would want us to do that to help your students get the most out of their educational opportunity. And the same with parents in our community. Our school, our students can't be successful without the support of you guys, without community support. So we do want to encourage you to be involved, and we ask for your support and your help at all times. The second belief that we have is we know that every student is different and every student's important. All of our students don't learn in the same way every single day. And we know that, and our teachers do a great job of adapting to that, adapting to the different needs that students have that are in their room. And we want you to know that we recognize that. And we value that. We know that's a very important thing. So we're going to strive to do all that we can to meet your students' individual needs throughout this school year. And then the third belief that we always share is that student achievement is the most important thing. And every year when I say that, people typically correlate student achievement to a test score. And test scores are important, but that's not the most important thing that happens every day. Our goal is that every day when your student walks in our door, that they leave better than they came in. That may be academically, it may be socially, it may be emotionally. Student achievement comes in a variety of ways. But we want you to know that we value student achievement, and that is a belief that we hold to, and that's something that's very important for us at Memorial Park School.
Absolutely. And I'm so excited to be here. Memorial Park is a great school. I was here a couple years ago, and I'm excited to be back. It's not a great school just on its own. It takes parent support and your help. And so certain ways that y'all can do things to help us is check your folder, your student folder every day. Encourage them to read. Encourage your students, your school by being involved. Be patient with us as we transition to a new school year and welcome a new group of students. And we're so excited to have them all here. But we do ask you to be involved and communicate with us, whether it's through Remind, phone calls, or emails. All right, so we've got start times. We open our doors at 7 o'clock to 7:25 for our students that need to be dropped off earlier than our typical drop-off time. That's for people that maybe work out of town, parents work out of town and need to drop off. That will be in the front of the school. And then we've got our morning car lines. We've got 2 car lines at start at 7:40. School begins at 8, and we need them inside the doors before 8 o'clock. We have our car line bell that rings at 3:05. So as you pick up your students, just know that 3:05 is when they're starting to be dismissed. So it may be 3:10 before they all get outside. So just be patient with us as we are the last school that dismisses.
As you see this picture here regarding our traffic patterns for our car lines, as Dr. Chanel mentioned, we do have a car line on each side of our building. We have a second grade line that's on the natatorium side of our building. We have a third grade line that is on the gym side of our building. It would take us way too much time to go into detail of those car lines here during this video, and we do want to keep this brief for you. But I would encourage you to visit the Memorial Park School's website or our Facebook page. Both of those locations have a breakdown of how each car line flows. So before school starts, please make sure that you visit those sites to see that, read that. When you come for orientation, if you have questions about that, feel free to ask one of us or your child's teacher. Our teachers will be very familiar with the car line, and they can give you some direction. But either one of us would be glad to talk with you and help alleviate any of those questions that you have you may have regarding car lines as well. The next thing we want to talk about that's a big deal every year in any school is attendance, check-ins, the checkout procedures. The first thing we want to let you know is that each student, each elementary student in Jasper City Schools is allowed 4 parent excuses per semester. So parents, please know this includes any vacations you may have planned or you may be going on. So your student has those 4 opportunities throughout the year or throughout the semester. Any absences other than those 4 should be covered by a doctor's note. So any time outside of those 4, those will be covered by a doctor's note. What we don't want to happen is to get in a situation where your student is picking up several unexcused absences. When unexcused absences begin to accumulate, that is when the truancy process sets in, and we definitely don't ever want to get to that point. So just make sure, the important thing is that your kid is here every single day that they can be here unless they're sick. The second thing, with checking in, if there does happen to be a day where you're running behind and you're late and our car lines have ended, please make sure that you as the parent or guardian walk your student in to the front door. Buzz the front door, they'll let you in, and you will need to sign them in if they have come in after that tardy bell. Please never drop a student off outside of our building if one of our car line workers is not there. We never want a student to be unattended and be in an unsafe situation. The third bullet that you see there, anytime you come to check out, please make sure to have a valid form of a photo ID. Driver's license is the easiest thing to have there. Our front office staff is going to ask for that. That's a student safety issue, and sometimes that irritates parents that they come in without their ID and they've got to walk back out to the car to get it. But for your student safety and the safety of others, we want to make sure that we're releasing the student to the correct person. So just know that anytime you come in to check out, whoever is working that front desk is going to ask you for a valid form of ID before we bring that student to you. The fourth bullet you see is regarding tardies to school. Please help us manage that. Please help us to have your kid here on time. If you're struggling with that, please get your students signed up for the bus. The buses are here on time each day. That's a guaranteed way to make sure that your students on time each day is to have them riding the bus. But one of the reasons that we stress no tardies is very first thing at Memorial Park School. The first thing we do as school starts is we do a designated Tier 2 reading intervention time. And it is a targeted time where our teachers focus on reading instruction. And if your student is late each day, they are missing that every single day. And it's putting them farther and farther behind academically. So please help us by making sure that your student is inside of our building by 8 o'clock. That gives us the opportunity to serve them breakfast and them have time to get to their class on time if they're in our doors by 8 o'clock. The last thing that I want to mention on this page, we always get this question from parents. On the first day of school, can we walk our student in? We ask that you don't do that. If you need to get those first day pictures or anything like that, please take care of that on orientation day. But on that first day, we want our car lines to flow like normal. We want our students to learn those normal routines from the first day. So we do ask that we don't have any walk-ins on that very first day of school.
Absolutely, and attendance matters. And as you mentioned, breakfast, just like last year, we are providing free breakfast and lunch to all students. So this is a great thing for our students to be able to eat twice a day for free, and parents don't have to worry about sending money in. You can send money in if they would like to purchase additional items or extra items. So if your student likes to eat a little bit more, you can send them some extra money, and they can purchase those extra items. We do encourage parents to come in and eat, but that will start after Labor Day, and that way we can just get our lunchroom routines and procedures in place, and then we can start welcoming parents. We'd love to have y'all come visit our school. But if you do bring in outside lunch for your students, please remember to put it in a different package than the, like say, fast food bag that it's in.
The next issue regards snacks and water bottles. Each year, parents ask, do we serve snack at school? Our teachers do have a snack time that is scheduled each day, but we don't provide that snack at school. So that'll be something, if you want your child to have a snack to eat each day, you would need to send that in with them. We do encourage our students to bring a refillable water bottle to school. We have bottle filling stations throughout our building. The students can fill that throughout the day. But we do want to make sure that that is a clear water bottle. So if your student is bringing in a water bottle, it needs to be clear. It needs to be able to be seen through, because the only thing we do allow to be brought in is water. So our students should not be bringing in Cokes or Kool-Aid or those types of items. The only thing in that water bottle should be water itself. Another question that we get each year is about student birthdays, and we are happy to celebrate with your student. That is something, that's a huge moment for your kid each year, and we want to celebrate that with them. The only thing we ask with birthday snacks is that if you bring, number one, you bring enough for the entire class so that the entire class can celebrate. But number two, when you bring it, that you bring that into the front office and drop it off, leave it with the front office, and our front office staff will get that to the correct teacher's room at the designated snack time so that the classroom can celebrate together. Another thing, we have several students that take medications each day here at school, and that is something that we're happy to assist you with. We have a nurse. Her name is Miss Amanda Scher. She does a fantastic job here at our school. And if you have medications that your student will need to take each day, you can bring those at orientation. Miss Amanda will be here to help take those from you, help get the correct paperwork filled out, all of those types of things. She'll answer any questions that you may have regarding medications. One big alert with that we do want to put out to you: please never send medications in the building with your student. If medications are going to come in and come to our nurse, a parent has to walk those in. They have to sign off on those, and those have to be counted with the nurse and with the parent present in the room. So please never put medications in a backpack. Don't send them on the bus with your student. It just puts your student in a very unsafe situation and other students around them too. And we never want to do that for our students.
Absolutely. This year we'll be having clear or mesh backpacks. They need to be see-through or the mesh material across all grade levels for K-12 for Jasper City Schools. And then we have our orientation coming up next week. It's going to be on Tuesday, August 6th at 3 o'clock. Teachers will be welcoming parents and students to their classrooms. Y'all will go straight to their classrooms. We'll have people around the school directing traffic and teachers to teachers' classrooms. So if you perhaps didn't get the postcard, we'll be able to have lists of the teachers' class list. And then we'll be taking up supply money, cash, check, or credit card will be able to be used. Second and third grade supplies are $40. Then there's a $25 fee for the technology insurance with the limit of $75. And then a student badge will be able to be purchased for $10 for a total of $75. And then we will be able to sell class t-shirts or school t-shirts. This is not mandatory. This is just option for parents to purchase.
All right, the last thing, parents, we're excited about the upcoming school year. It's going to be a fantastic year. We have a great group of students coming in. We have a fantastic staff that's been here for weeks preparing already. Most of our staff have spent a large portion of their summer up here getting classrooms ready, getting hallways decorated, and just being prepared and ready for your students to walk in. So we're excited about that. We're ready to get the year kicked off and rolling. Please know as we approach the school year, or even as we go throughout the school year, if you ever have questions, if there's anything that you don't understand, you would like to know more about, please feel free to come by and see either one of us. You can email us, you can call the school here and ask for Dr. Schnell or myself, and we would be glad to answer anything that you may have. We're here as a support system for your students, number one, for our staff, and for our families. So that's what we're here to do, is support you. We're excited. We look forward to seeing everyone on August the 6th at orientation. And then, of course, our first day of school will be on August the 8th. So thank you, and if we can help you in any way, be sure to let us know.